Hi everyone, this is Pawan here. So for the last 6 weeks in the mobile application development course, I have been working on an app called Smart Shop. So this is basically informing the user about the availability and prices of items in the neighborhood. So let's look at the mission statement. Smart Shop app's main theme is to keep the users informed about the availability and prices of items they need based on their location. And to begin with, it's just groceries. This will save the users time and money, hence improving their overall quality of life. So basically, whatever the user needs, they can put into this app and it will search the local stores for that UPC code. Basically, the main primary key is the UPC code, which is standard across the industry, and then it will get those prices. So basically, whatever a user goes and does on Google, this app would do for them. So that's the main theme of this. So the functional features that has been implemented in this version 1.0 is user can log in or continue as a guest. Users can search for items by typing a few letters, so there's a type ahead functionality, and add items to the list. Users can delete items by swiping. Users can save their list as favorite, and users can load their already saved favorite list. So these are the functionalities which have been implemented in the current 1.0. So the main thing which is getting the real-time prices from the competitors is not yet there in this 1.0, making a REST API call and all those things. So there should be probably in the next version. So let's look at a quick demo and then we can come at how those were implemented using the Android features. So I just started the app, Android Studio, and here is the app. So this is the login page, and I have just used one sample login here. So we log into the app. So this is the main item list page where users can add, speak, scan. So basically in the current version 1.0 you can only add by typing, and then eventually you should be able to add by speaking, and then you should be able to add by scanning the barcodes into the list. So right now it's just the typing part. So let's search for items. Let's put some bread. So currently there are a couple of hundred items in the database, so you have a very limited choice. But eventually these catalogs will be loaded based on the UPC codes that I can get. So there may be a few thousand items. You should cover pretty much, most of the items. So let's add a bread. Let's add some vegetables, tomatoes. Let's add milk. Organic. Let's add some chips. Not so healthy, but soda can. So these prices you are seeing are all random numbers. These have nothing to do with any of the item prices. So it's just I have just put some random string there to put it there. And even this the vendor names Walmart, Target, these are hard coded, so eventually they will be replaced by your local vendors. So this is just because this was not implemented, just to show how it looks, I have added these things here, so it just makes sense. So now you have created your list, and maybe you may buy these items regularly on, say, on weekend, on every weekend or something, so you can just save it by clicking save. Let's look at the other function, one more functionality right now. So now say I do not want chips in this. Okay, it's too many calories. So you can remove it by swiping. So if you swipe it, I think within the next 3 seconds it will delete it. So that's gone. So like say I want to remove now milk, but I decide not to remove it, then I say undo, and it will keep the milk. So basically you can customize the list. You can add it, remove it, undo it if you just want to keep it. So you can do those functionality here, and then you can create your list. So once you create your list, now we can go and save this list. Let's say like my weekend list, something like that, my weekend list. So now this will be saved as your favorite. So now you want to look at some of the other favorite lists. You can just go and click the favorite button here, and it will show all the lists that you have saved so far. So I have created this list before, like say demo list 1. So it loads all these items. So basically you can create the list, and then you can add items, remove items, and then you can save them, and then you can load the previously saved favorite lists. So basically right now the prices are not real. So once I have the API calls implemented, then you should be able to have the best prices for the items that you want in your neighborhood, and also maybe for the online store. So this is pretty much the functionality which I have implemented. Now let's see how I have implemented all these things. So to design the list page, I have used fragments. So if you can see here, the item, these are the linear layouts, but the buttons and the main list itself is a fragments. So these are fragments. And then the type ahead, so there was a fragment part. And then the type ahead is the autocomplete text view. So in that I have put the array adapter. So I got the complete catalog from the backend into our adapter, and I plugged into it. So as you type, it just gives you those things. So that's using the autocomplete text view with another adapter. And then the recycler view has been used for the item list. Since it's native to Android, I know it has a lot of support online. So all the items that you're seeing in the list, those are a part of the recycler view. So that's something I've used. For handling the swipes, because a user can have at a time swipe multiple items. So it was some threading was needed there. So I used the runnable and handler classes for that. And then item touch listener to actually do the swipe, to read the swipe that user has swiped, which is a Android functionality. And then I use a SQLite database to store the complete product catalog here. And then the list, the favorite list, the second one is the favorite list. So list actually is being saved as a string. So the list is being converted from an object to is being deserialized, is being serialized from an object to a string and stored in the database. And then when you load your favorite list, it will deserialize this string back into an object, and it will display it for you. So that's how it's being stored in the backend. And then the alert dialogues are being used for showing the list and saving as a name. So when you say save button, it's the alert dialog which comes up. And the same thing when you say favorites, it's the alert dialogs which shows you all the lists which have been saved in the backend, reading from the database. And then the bottom navigation view is another object in Android which has been used for the save and the favorite button. And the JSON has been used for the serializer and deserializing the list. So I guess this is pretty much what I have implemented. So yeah, please give me your feedback. I think it will be very helpful to improve this product, and hopefully, hopefully this will turn out to be a practical product going down the line where it can help people to save time on Google, and this will do all the hard work for them. So yeah, thanks for watching.